Put your hands together. He's in town from Baltimore, Maryland for Tom Meyer.
Hello! Big going was on in Baltimore lately. We recently started a program to curb violence called the No Shoot Zones program. And recently, the founder of that program was stabbed. So he's got that going for him. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about Maryland. Maryland is a tough state. Tell you how tough we are. Our official state flower is the black-eyed Susan. You know you're from a really tough state when your official state flower sounds like a domestic violence victim? I read something interesting that said that when dogs hear loud noises, like the sound of fireworks going off, they get scared and they run away. They run away from the sound of fireworks. So from that article, I deduced that dogs are a lot smarter than people from Alabama. Did you hear that the Planters character, Mr. Peanut, died? Hope it wasn't due to a food allergy. And I'm sure there are people with peanut allergies who would object to that joke I just told if they could still talk. If you didn't like that one, buckle the fuck in. So I read that the creators of YouPorn, they're going to start putting subtitles for the deaf on their adult movies. Why? You don't even know the plot. You don't even know what's going on. And how are they going to write the subtitles for these porn movies? Because there's going to be a guy sitting at a desk. He's going to turn to his desk mate and go, "Hey, Jim, how do you spell how many O's and then a G and H?" I thought YouPorn made a big mistake when they started making adult movies for the visually impaired. I thought that was strange, seeing as how watching adult movies made you visually impaired in the first place. And at the bottom of all those videos, they have this option that says, "Share this to Facebook." Who does that? Who goes on to YouPorn, watches a video of a 25-year-old woman getting fisted by her 19-year-old stepson, and thinks, "This will top those photos of my niece's birthday party"? Something interesting really blew my mind. There's a species of octopus where the male, when he sees a female octopus that he likes, will rip off his penis, throw it at her, and then go attempt to mate with her. So basically, that's the octopus's way of sending a dick pic. And it's in 3D! How fucking cool is that? We had a comic up before me talking about the election. I plan to vote. Not because I care about the issues or anything, but I just like the idea of going to my local high school and not looking like a creep. I can't wait until Trump's out of office because I'm looking forward to his memoirs. I already know what the title of his memoirs is going to be. It's going to be "Someone Else Clearly Wrote These." I mean, have you heard me talk? So, sort of a little bit, everybody's worried about the coronavirus and getting it on public transportation, especially on subway systems here in New York City, but I'm not, because I'm more worried about getting motion sickness, because I'm a terrible traveler. So if it's between motion sickness and the coronavirus, I want to get the thing that gets me 2 weeks off of work. Bring it on, Wuhan! But they say now, if you touch any of your orifices, you have to wash your hands, or you have to carry a thing of Purell with you. Which is why I now keep a bottle of Purell next to my bed instead of a bottle of Jergens. You gotta be hygienic, you know what I mean? People often ask me where I get my sense of humor. I tell them my family. My uncle's one of those guys. He can make you laugh just by reading a carryout menu. He has Tourette's. My aunt is one of these people who still unplugs every single electrical appliance before she leaves the house or her place of work. She does that at her place of work, and they fired her for doing that. Of course, she was a hospice nurse. I get that reaction a lot, especially from people I've known a long time. A friend of mine the other day, I've known this guy for 30 years. He came up to me and he said, "Tom, I shudder whenever I hear the words that come out of your mouth." And then I say, "Hey, it's not my fault you stopped taking your anti-seizure medication." I love expressions. One of my favorite expressions of all time is, if it has tits or tires, it's going to give you trouble. That's why I will never date a woman in a wheelchair. And you think women in wheelchairs would get offended by that, but they don't. They're more relieved when they find out I won't date them. No bullshit. I did that joke with a guy in a wheelchair sitting right up front, and he wheeled himself out of the showroom after I told that joke. Afterwards, the club manager came up to me and said, "Tom, why did you tell that joke? That guy was so offended that he left." I said, "Did anybody else leave?" He said, "No." I said, "Well, at least I didn't walk anybody." I also love the expression, if you see a mother and a daughter walking down the street together, you can usually tell what the daughter's going to look like in about 25 or 30 years by looking at the mother. See, whenever I see a mother and a daughter, I always imagine that I'm looking at the before and after pictures for an ad for wrinkle cream. But let's say the daughter's by herself, right? If she's not with the mother, you can still tell what the daughter's going to look like in about 25 or 30 years, provided she's a burn victim. I did that joke with a burn victim sitting right up front, and he found that hilarious. Or annoying or offensive. I don't know, it was difficult to gauge the expression on his face. New York, that's my time. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Keep it all prepared.